here. Hey! There's gotta be people hurt up!
11 minutes. In the critical moments after a terrorist attack, it took 11 minutes for any broadcast news operation to get on the air. In 11 minutes, nearly 20,000 tweets had already been shared before the first professional journalist reported anything. Therein lies the threat and the opportunity. Social media now does what old school TV stations used to own, breaking news. And social media does it better. More cameras, more observers, and no filters. But conventional organizational theories offer hope and a potential path to future success. The diffusion of innovations theory looks at how innovations or ideas are communicated over a period of time to people in a social system. Perfect. Social networks are a social system with people who share similar thoughts or beliefs. So, based on diffusion of innovations theory, traditional news needs to focus on three key questions when creating a social network strategy. Does the recipient of the information perceive it as good or bad? Am I going to use it in my own life? How will I use it? If these value questions elicit a purposeful response, the information is likely to be shared. Bingo! Traditional news becoming relevant in the digital age. Looking through the prism of adaptive structuration theory, old school reporters need to constantly review how technology can work for them. Remembering that every innovation ultimately is used in one of three ways: faithfully, as it was intended by the inventor; unfaithfully, some different use no one saw coming; or ironically, which is completely opposite of the intended use. When it comes to social networks, Facebook and Twitter in particular were meant to share personal information, to stay connected with friends and family. Passing along news wasn't part of the plan. But now we know it's a primary use for many, and smart journalists use new technology to scrape these sites looking for news as it's happening. Another possible path to success for traditional news organizations. So now we understand the thought process that goes into sharing stories and the keys to utilizing social networks. But how do we leverage the good faith equity already established over decades of responsible reporting? Let's go back to the Boston bombing. In the immediate aftermath, there was chaos and lots of bad information, mostly shared on social media. This reveals another opportunity. Turning to the resource-based view, you can create a long-term competitive advantage if you identify something that is truly unique, that your competition can't easily copy, and exploit that advantage. Credibility is that unique advantage.
And I was told they had clearly identified one suspect.
Unless you're rushing to compete with social media, in that case, be prepared to flush your credibility, your career, and the reputation of your employer right down the... In a world of information overload, trusted news sources still have an important place, built on a foundation of solid organizational theory.